Good afternoon, friends of Arabian Essence from all over the world. Welcome to this third episode of Stay at the Farm. And we hope, of course, that all of you are staying safe. As you know, our project was born with the idea of keeping us connected and to bring some positivity during these difficult times. We know the Arabian Horse community is a place of positivity and uplifting energies. And now we go on. We are ready for our first guest. But before we open the conversation, we would like to remind you that you can send your questions during the interviews and let us know if you would like to participate to our program by messaging on WhatsApp at the number you see below. And also we take the occasion to thank all the people that sent us a video of the kids playing with animals, with horses, and related with life at the farm, and especially Jürgen and Paula, and their videos are already, you saw already some images in the opening video that we just played. Okay, we are now connected with our CEO, Elvis Juguera, who will introduce some very interesting topics. Okay, I see you, Elvis.
Yeah, hi Marco,
How are you?
hi everybody. Very good, thank you. Before to start my talking, I would like to say thank you to everybody. You already told before, but I would like to thank all our followers and all the people that send us messages, because we got so many and so many people would like to participate to be our guest. And so also I would like to apologize if we had to ask people to wait a little bit, because there are so many that we cannot put all these people in the same episode. So for I think 2 weeks we are fully booked, but as soon we will show everybody. And I asked to continue to ask who wants to participate. Just send us a message or a mail, and we can program daily talking. And I'm
Elvis,
here with
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing today there?
I'm here with Elliot. Let me turn the camera. We are doing some cuddle to our Batista. She's a daughter of El Perfecto, and her mother is Barachesa. We got this mare from Ferdinand Wemer of La Movida 2 years ago, and now she is in fall to Zita T Magno Fantasy. She is almost ready to delivery. I think 10 days. Let's see if we can see something there. Still not, but she is preparing, and we are waiting 10 days or 15 days. I hope she will deliver a nice filly, as everybody hope.
Sure.
And now we let her
What is
take some grass.
Okay, you introduced us this mare, but okay, for presenting her, of course, and you are proud of having. But what is also the other reason that you like this mare and you show it with Elliot?
They did a good relationship together already the first time that they meet each other, because her story is something really special, because 2 years ago, all started 2 years ago when we visited Ferdinand Wemer for his open house at La Movida. And I was doing my job with you, Marco, for the live stream, and Elliot was with me. He would like to come with me to help me. He told me, Papa, I come with you with my camera so I can take some picture, and then maybe you need it so you can use them. And so, and when I was working there, every, let's say, 20 minutes, Elliot disappeared, and I had to look where he was. And each time that I go to look for him, he was in front of the Batista box in Ferdinand Wemer barn, and he didn't know who this mare was. He didn't know anything about this mare. But between all the mares that Ferdinand had at home, this one was the one that captured him. And for me, it was something special because she's a daughter of El Perfecto. And I was dreaming to have a daughter of El Perfecto since, let's say, 20 years. So it was something, really amazing for me that Elliot select this mare between all the others to go to visit every half an hour during the open house. And then after some weeks, Ferdinand, that knew all my story about El Perfecto and my love for him, he gifted this mare to me.
Okay, very interesting this story. But we have also a video to show you, a video of El Perfecto, which is of course the father of Battista.
Okay.
Let's see us. C'è anche il video di... Very, very nice. What do you think about this video?
This video
this
was done in 1999, I think, or something like this. And I met Marietta Salas in the, let's say, November 1999. And this video was just done some months before. And it was my first time that I met Marietta in Alfabiastad. Gigi farm, and she gifted me a copy of this movie, no? And we look at it together, and when I saw it, it was really something. I got goosebumps and electricity in all my body because this horse was something really special. His movement, everything I love of this horse, the eyes, the neck, arched neck, and the tail carriage, the body. For me, it was something really special. And when I saw that movie, I told to Marietta, I'm sorry, but I have to come to Mallorca to visit you and to meet Perfecto in person. And after, I think 2 months later, I was already there in Mallorca and looking at him in person, and it was really, like what you see in this video. He was really charismatic. His movement was something amazing. I never see a horse with such movement. And also in his progeny, at Cesplanes at that time, I saw this movement constantly in his progeny, and also all the other qualities that he has. These big, huge eyes, that transmit in almost all his progeny, and also you can still see this kind of eyes in the son and daughter of his son and daughter. So it's something really consistent, and I think you can see it also here in Battista. Let me show you these, these big eyes, huge and black. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, sure.
And then also, the movement. He can transmit the movement in his progeny and the character that are amazing. I can see it here with Battista and Elliot. She really treat him like his baby. When she's in the paddock with the other mares, we have one mare that is a little bit tricky with kids, and so when Elliot go inside the paddock and go close to Battista, and this particular mare go close to him, and she's defending Elliot. She's putting between Elliot and this mare and put down the ears and don't let the other mare go close to him. I never saw something like this with one man and a kid, and it's something really that gave me joy to see how this relationship with Elliot is improving every day, and also it was something natural that came itself, because also Elliot, the first time that we was there in La Movida, he was always in front of her box without know that she was from Perfecto, and that for me it was something special.
It's a very nice story, and we have also another video to show you about this, and we can talk, Elvis, a bit later after the video, after I connect with Ferdinand. So
okay, for sure, because I'm sure that he knows better than me to describe qualities of Batista, because he had all the progeny of Batista. He called this his beeline from La Movida. So I know that he has something very special from her, and also for El Perfecto, he can say more than me, because he's the one that imported him from US. So call him and ask him.
Good. Yeah, we talk later, Elvis.
Bye
Please
bye.
send the video. Bye.
Okay.
Very beautiful. We come back soon. We have 3 minutes of advertising, and then we connect with Ferdinand Wemmer.
This program is offered by
Hello again, we are back and we are connected with Ferdinand Humer of La Movida Arabians from Austria. So, Ferdi, are you there? Okay, I see you. Maybe I don't hear you.
I
Wait.
said something. I said hello.
Okay.
Come
now
stai?
I hear you.
Buongiorno. Okay.
Buongiorno, buongiorno, Ferdi. How are you? I know you had you were having some surgeries. So are you now well?
I'm absolutely fine, Marco. Thank you for asking. And yeah, I enjoy as good as possible the time here at home. So I'm in quarantine in any way, because after the hospital I had some surgeries, and so I have to stay at home in any way. But I think all people we can hear today are in a similar position that we are blessed with our horses. So we can, as long as we have them at home, we can still go to our horses, and so that this whole time with the quarantine is not as terrible as it is for people who have to live in a small apartment, perhaps in the middle of a big city. So again, something good with the horses.
Yeah, sure. And this is what everybody is telling who lives in the country, in the farm. They enjoy to have this time, extra time for taking care, for staying with the family or the kids or whatever. And in Austria, I will update later about the situation, but I know also in Austria is very now everything locked up and everything is stopped. Not really.
No, not really. No. So we had the normal procedure as all the countries. I think we have been lucky that it didn't stroke us that terrible as in Italy. And so from next Tuesday on, they are starting step by step to open a little bit, especially for smaller shops. And so I think it will go on. And we have to find a way out of this situation, and this is not too late, hopefully.
Sure. We just saw the... No, I know. We want to move also because we are more than 1 month that we are here, staying at home and watching films, movies, and we want to move around with our team and to go to visit you. And sure, we will come.
In May we are doing our virtual open house with Arabian Essence.
If we have to do it for the people at home, we will do, and maybe with no public, but okay, we will make what is possible to make it nice.
That's the way.
Ferdi, we just saw, I think you also saw this mare, this magnificent gift that you did to Elvis, and a video of El Perfecto. And I know you were one of the who imported this stallion in Europe. Please, could you tell us a bit of this of his story?
Yeah, of course. At this time, so I was still breeding so-named pure Spanish, and I saw this stallion at Brumaba in the United States. He was not a stallion; he was a baby. He was 1.5 years old, and he carried all the very good points of these Spanish lines. Means very solid bodies. Beautiful eyes, which is most important for my breeding. But Perfecto has been a pretty modern Spanish stallion with his tremendous neck. He had a beautiful neck and wonderful attitude, but the neck was also something very rarely to find in the Spanish lines. When you have looked to the stallions from, at that time, mainly Yeguada Militar or something, some of them have been pretty, but nearly none of them had necks. And so he was something very unique, and I bought him from Brumaba and imported him to Austria. So this has been a very important step for my breeding.
What are the qualities of El Perfecto that make you decide to buy? What do you think he added to your breeding program?
as I said before, he kept the wonderful things of the Spanish lines with eyes, but he was wonderful in also with his progenies in attitude, and especially also, as I said, the typical El Perfecto eyes. They are so beautiful, and many of his offspring, especially also, I think a wonderful sample is Batista from Elvis. They have been very human-minded, so they are wonderful to have, but not as wonderful, I think, as Batista. She is something very, very unique. So I also imported the mother of Batista from the United States at that time, and gave her to friends of mine, the Auinger family in Austria. And then, of course, we bred her to El Perfecto, and there have been several full brothers and sisters. Also a very nice stallion, Barquero. And but from all these full brothers and sisters, I think Batista was the most wonderful one. And I tried to buy her and had in mind, it was a must, I have to breed her to Maman al-Shakab. And so I did, and we have been really lucky to got a beautiful daughter out of her. And this was Bali, which is the founder of my bee line in reality here.
Yes, about Bali, I want to say that after the first episodes of this broadcasting, we decided to ask to our guests to prepare and send the videos of the horses, because it was impossible to have a good image of the horses filming with the iPhone or live during the broadcasting. The movement becomes blurry, and many often the line is not enough good. So Ferdi did a selection of Batista's progeny that would like to share with you, and he stays online and comments over this video. So please, let's see the video of Bali. You can talk.
So, yes, so this is Bali, the daughter of Batista by Marwan al-Shakab. She is perhaps our most wonderful broodmare. She gave us several daughters and granddaughters already. The spectacular eyes. Yeah, so
it was Bali. Now we see
and
Binta.
Binta is the first daughter of Bali by Giame Alua. This filly, she is now 3 years old, is very, very close to my ideal. She's huge, super body, fantastic neck, incredible movement. Of course, here in winter hair. So we have 4 full brothers and sisters from her by GR, and all of them are pretty special. You can see even in winter hair she looks pretty good.
Then we have Bari.
Bari is a young colt, yes. He came after Binta. You know that we're not so crazy about shows, but we showed him twice. He was Austrian junior national champion, and last year in Chantilly he was also bronze champion. And also I forgot Binta. She was shown only there in Prague, and she was gold champion, both Inter Cup and European Cup. I'm not that crazy, but I do it as a favor for my 2 managers, Eduardo and Katrin, to honor also their incredible work they are doing here on my farm. And so sometimes we are going to the shows, and this young guy has been shown twice and has been really successful 2 times.
Congratulations, of course. And now we have the last one, which is Basilea.
Yes. Basilea, she's by W.H. Justice. Beautiful young mare. The only grey one out of this family so far. And she's not very tall, but she has great personality. And again, these eyes representing the family both very well from father's side, but also, of course, from the female side. She was shown also only once, and she became gold champion in Ströen, from very nicely organized by the Isma family, which unfortunately also this year had to cancel their show, as so many shows, and it's a pity, but we are coming back for sure.
Of course. For the next year, we will be in the show in Wales, I hope. And I don't know if we have already Elvis connected. Yes, maybe he has something to say to you.
Hi, Ferdi.
Hi, Elvis, my friend.
So,
good to see you.
Yeah, house, and now I can see you, but I lost your interview. But I hope all was good. I know your horses. I know Batista, so I hope everybody enjoy what you show us.
I don't know, I'm not a professional movie maker, so you have better ones than me. So, and they have been in winter here, but after you asked me, so of course it was a pleasure to make short little videos, and everything good. We have wonderful weather here.
I will never end to tell you thank you for your gift, really. Because Batista is not just a broodmare for Le Soleil, but it's really part of our family. Elliot and Ines, they are crazy about her, and every day, they don't miss one single day to go there and to do some cuddle, to bring the carrots, to do something with, and in special this period that we have to stay home, they enjoy her so much.
It's more than a normal horse, and that's why I saw Elliot. I remember when you have been here, and so it was after I was blessed with so many females, and I cannot keep only one family, so it was clear. And then when I realized that you and Elliot, really, I knew that you was looking for an El Perfecto daughter, and I think she's one of the very, very, very good ones, and. So it was a very easy, clear little step to, we like each other, we know each other so many years. And it's always when you send me some videos, it's such a joy for me to see also Elliot on the horse, with the horse. It's incredible. It's really nice.
Ferdi, I have a curiosity that I would like to ask you. I'm not if I'm wrong, but I think you also imported her mother from US, right?
I imported also the mother Parakesa, which is an Arabian daughter, yes. I bought her a sale there, and I bought several Spanish was very important at that time for me. And so I bought 3 or 4 mares and brought them to Austria, and then we had friends, the Auinger family, you know them. And I think you know them, Annemarie Auinger and her husband.
Sure. She's part of my family too. We are chatting every day with WhatsApp, sending picture of our garden, vegetables, what we are doing at the farm. I think she's looking at us. So I say hi to Annemarie too.
Yes, so very good friends of mine. I'm sorry that they're not going on with breeding, but Annemarie and Kalle, which is also a spectacular good vet. They got this mare from me. And I asked them a bit later, then several years later, we had Baquero, which was a beautiful stallion, and also several full sisters. And I loved Batista like crazy, also with this neck and everything, the attitude, the movement she has. Of course, I didn't find out these special qualities she has with Elliot. So this... so they sold her to me back, and I had from the very beginning, I had the idea because at that time I still had a breeding to Marwan Al Shakab and to breed her, which was of course a bit crazy.
Footstep, this year after she will deliver, I will try with him too.
Yeah, but she's not yet in foal to him.
No. Now she has to deliver I think in 10 days with ZT Magno Fantasy, and then I got the semen of Marwan, frozen semen. So I will try with him too.
Okay, beautiful. Now, and of course, it's pure luck. So we should not be too proud about those things, because if it would have been a very normal little coat, it would have been also okay. But
sure.
From the very first second, I realized when she was born, I said, "we." So it was really something very unique. And yeah, but that also the cheese now, Bali is going on like this in breeding is unbelievable. So it's as I said, I'm sure it's my best is always something difficult to say, but yes, it's the most important line I think what I have at the moment. And Jamal free, one of the very few horses on my farm which doesn't carry Jamal bloodlines, and so it's also ideal for me. I can breed her to nearly all my stallions, and after Binta, I thought to go on for the next 20 years with Chia, in breeding her to Chia, but of course we will try now also other stallions.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's very interesting. No, wait, stay there both, because we connect now with our social room and we see if we have some messages of some question from the public.
Hello, Elvis and Ferdi. We have some questions for you. As a judge, when you have two horses of the same level in front of you, do you prioritize head or movement from Uli in Germany?
Difficult question. I don't know. I cannot say. I think I have. This has to happen. You have to see it. I think I would choose this horse, which I would prefer to take home with me for my own breeding program.
Okay. Monica from
But type is of course also important. But part of type is also the movement. So it's difficult to put it in pieces. But yes, an Arabian has to have a beautiful head. We have a lot of breeds which have beautiful movements too. So perhaps at the end, the head could be the more important part. I think. I'm not sure.
Okay. We have Monica from Villach that asks, will you be doing the open farm anyway?
The plan is that we have now all responsible people here together. We are doing as it would be normal times. We build up everything. We will have no visitors more than likely, but we will do a virtual open house. So you will see everything as all these years before, only no guests, no visitors. But we are doing it as everybody would be here. So this is our way to handle the situation. And yes, of course, we are trying. And we even would like to do it on the same date, which is around the 20th of May, as we would have had our normal open house. So you have all to visit us. As we have no visitors here, you have to be all there.
Then we have Radka from Czech, and she said, if you could send a message to the trainers, what would you like to see more in the arena?
I think we have to be careful. I just have been confronted with situations that more and more rules. I still like to see also in the arena the horse in a natural way, so they have also to have the chance to show a horse in a natural way means also moving. Some horses are perhaps a bit difficult to handle, and because they're also stressed, and I've heard now there should be new rules limiting the circles, and I don't know. I would like to see the horses as easy as possible. Of course, we know that the trainers have sometimes a lot of stress from their owners, and not being too rough, of course, is the most important thing. But the good trainers don't have to be rough, I think.
Right.
Then we have some question for Elvis. How long have you been a breeder for?
I sentito. Did you hear Elvis? No.
Elvis
You
is
have
gone.
a problem. Yeah, maybe Elvis is gone. Okay, Ferdi, thank you very much for your participation. It was nice, really, to see you. Everybody enjoyed, and you saw messages
I have
came
one
immediately.
I have one question, Marco, only one. Some of my friends just wrote me that it's kind of difficult to find the live thing here. Also, me, when you have been already online, I tried to see you, and it's not always that easy. Even on, of course, we all have the app from Arabian Essence. Without the Arabian Essence app, you are nothing anymore in these times. So, but it's the live thing is not so easy to find.
Okay, we will try to make it more clear on our own page. Of course, we are also live on Facebook, so everybody can enjoy also on Facebook page, Arabian Essence TV, and on the website, which is arabianessence.tv. And maybe we put a better link on the homepage, so once you are there, you can see.
Perfect.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Marco, all the best. Thank you for your, as always, wonderful work. And yeah, hello to everybody out there. Stay at home. If possible, enjoy your horses at home. Ciao, ciao, bye-bye.
Ciao Ferdi, and now we have 2 minutes of advertising, and then we are back with the guest from Italy. So,
This
online with us.
program is offered by
Back to Italy now, as I told you, with the next guest, who is Irina Stigler. She's from Russia. She's an A judge and ICAO delegate, and she has her farm in Como, in the Como area in Italy. I think she's already connected. Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
I see you, Irina. Hello. She's
Hello,
aboard.
everybody.
award-known international judge, one of the most appreciated person in the world of Arabian horses, and she's known as a breeder mostly because of mixed Russian and Polish lines. Maybe after Irina you can tell us more. And in Scottsdale, America, for 2 years in a row she won the favorite judge of the year by public vote. So she stays now in her farm in Italy with the family, and we would like to ask how was your first information about COVID-19, and how were you traveling? How was it when you went to the Paris ECHO meeting or judging in Sharjah in the Emirates? How was it the first weeks?
First of all, good afternoon, good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the young generation, the breeders, the horse lovers, and my colleague judges. So the first time I had thought about the corona when I was in Moscow in January, when I was at my house with my mom. And from the morning to the evening, it was so much information about that, and I didn't pay even half of attention of that, without knowing that it can be so dangerous and so invasive on all over the world. So I have to travel. And my mom put the salt water, and she told, "Oh, please be careful. Don't go. Be safe. Take attention. Please take care." So I have to go. And the first my travel was to Paris, to ECHO meeting. And the first impact in the hotel, when I was registering, it was a lady from America, and she told me, "You are also unlucky lady that the meeting was cancelled." So I told, "No, I think I'm lucky lady because ECHO meeting is going on." She thought, "I came from America and the medical meeting is cancelled, so it's all for nothing." So in that moment I begin to think that it's really something going on. Then I moved to Sharjah. It was a beautiful competition, very fast and concentrated on judges. And the second day that I was judging the competition with my colleagues, I had an WhatsApp from my travel company. Then they told, your flight on 17 is postponed on 18 because I have to stay after for Dubai show. Because of some Muslim guests were interested to come to see Dubai famous show. Well, I told, I'm so busy, I stay and let's see how it's going. Then after Sharjah show, I moved to Dubai, and the same day the travel agency sent me another message telling that my flight of 18 does not exist anymore. Wow, okay, but still I have a guest, I have to stay. But after I had also the message that the Muslim people from Russia are not coming because of the quarantine, and what to do. So I thought I don't have flight to come back, and I called to my travel agent and I asked, please, I have to back home. And whatever it's happened the next day, I would like to come back. Any flight you find, I have to come to my farm. I have to join my family.
That's very good, Irina, to hear that was your first thought. But we also were in a very similar situation in that week between Sharjah and Dubai show, and we took the same decision to who was possible to come home before the show of Dubai. They did. In fact, the two people that remained there was very difficult to bring them back in our area in Italy. So we want to know more about your how it is your day at the farm and maybe some of your horses. So we have a video to send now. You can talk over the video and comment what we see and what you sent us. This is you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm riding. So finally, I come back to normal life. First of all, when I came back to Italy, I joined my family, my husband and my grooms. We bought a lot of food for us and triple food for the horses and hay, because we didn't know what is going on. All media was working and calling all the Italian citizens to come back home. We took a decision to not to have any visitors to home anymore. The workers wear the masks, and we did not accept any veterinary even visits at our farm. We stopped breeding for a while because we have to respect the rule of the country. We have to respect the doctor rules that the virus have not spread so much. But we're still working. It is nice time. At the same time, I personally look on my horses a little bit more, because as usual I'm going and living on the luggage. I'm judging other horses but don't pay attention on my horses. So now I look on them. We train them, of course, for the future competitions. They should be ready soon. And we discovered also beautiful thing for the family to talk more, to discuss something, to prepare the food together, to have a good lunch or good dinner like we have it in Italy, and enjoy the family, because we was losing by traveling all this moment. I think it's also the very positive thing from this corona. Of course, it is dangerous. It is no safe. It is bad for the whole world. But in the same time, we find something to enjoy all together. And as I am a rider, I begin to ride show horses. So a couple of horses a day I'm riding for sure. I'm taking care about the flowers, the garden, kitchen, and other things. So
why,
well,
Irina, why? Sorry, why you think is important that a horse participating in the shows is also ridden?
I had my Instagram page, professional one, when we decide to open at end of August, and I will tell you the topics that we grown in that, and I had many questions. So one American magazine also asked me to write an article, it's Arabian Couture, about show horses to ride. Because many breeders, when they have the horse with a soft back, they are afraid if they put the saddle and the rider go with the weight, it will be even worse. But it's not absolutely true. If you use your show horse under the saddle, you use it. You begin to use it slowly. Put a saddle, not big weight. Go by walk, go by trot, and constantly 1 hour per day. You will see, first of all, how the legs, tendons, the muscles of the legs will be growing, how the body, how the muscle of the body in the back will be more strained, and the horse, when it will go to the ring, it will be different horse. It will be horse that will be proud of themselves. It will be snoring because it's a really sportive and trained horse.
Good. So we heard that you also are involved in some volunteer job. What kind of?
Well, I don't want to thank me or the people thank me for something, because I'm coming from the doctor family. My mother is doctor, my grandmother was doctor. So when I came back, it was immediately the agreement, because I'm psychologist with the Agriculture Association and the small local hospital here. Because some people already tasted that they are not carrying coronavirus, but they are still so afraid because of the season. In this season we have a lot of flu, and then in the night especially they feel afraid and then have a panic attack, and they are sure that they have it. So I always, in the evening times, some hours, I'm connected with that people to calm down them, to tell that everything is good, they are not affected, they just having a normal flu, and they will recover soon. And also with some other people, especially from our agriculture association, worried about the market, how it will be. Let's say we are enjoying their nice time with the families. We are making the things that never maybe did before. We are sharing a time with our dear people. We are sharing the time with our workers. But in the end, how will be the future? Nobody knows. And some small farms, they are really worried about it. So it is a time to think, it is a time to calm down, it is a time to lead the situation and to wait how it will be, and to give a big hand and to pray for all the nations, for everybody, for each country, affected or not, that everything will be very good.
I'm very agree. It's very kind from you also that you take care this way of the people that in these times has a need to of anything. And what is your last project on this Instagram page that you have?
Well, to tell the truth, it was in my mind for so long, because having many visitors and the friends, of course, we offer the food. So I'm a good cooker. I cook in Italian, of course, Russian and Arabic. I have to do it because I have many visitors, and many families came with the kids. Of course, we eat after we had a presentation of the horses, and we had also have some nice talking. And sometimes the kids were asking me, Irina, can I have a piece of paper and one pencil? And they were so quiet in the corner and drawing something. Well, before they were leaving, they were telling, this is a gift for you because I made a painting of your horse. And I already have some of this collection. And I was thinking, I have to do something with that. And the still idea was not coming to me. So when I came home, and I understand, and at this moment, it's really true upon the statistics that 50% of the world people, they are locked down in the houses. They have children. Many of our friends, horse breeders, judges, horse lovers, they have many children that they are just stuck in the house and they don't know how to do, and they're stuck in apartments. Maybe they are lively, they want to move. So this idea came in my mind, and immediately I thought, I have to do it. I have to do it now. So I contacted judges and selected by myself. It is Ali Al-Mimar, that he was born in Iraq. He has Arabic tails and living in Canada now. Everybody knows his beautiful paintings. Of course, it is Paolo Maringadelli. She is Italian. She is from Rome. Then I have a farm. European, and then I choose Nadezhda Mustiaeva from Russia. She's a teacher, a painter. She's mostly painting animals, also Arabian horses in the oil. And this combination of the judges, I think it's perfect for all the children from 5 to 10 and 11 to 15. To paint Arabian horse. And so a couple of days ago, I put it on Instagram and Facebook in different language. And some friends, I told, well, English, it's enough. I told, well, English, English, it's for parents, but the child, they know native language. So I translated with the help of my friends in Italian, Italian when I'm living, it's in English. Chinese language, we also hope that our friend from China, the future artist, also participate. Arabic, of course, because the breeders and the horse lovers in Arabic countries are so many. Then I did it in Polish, because the story of Arabian horse, the beautiful horses are coming from there. And just yesterday I had WhatsApp from my Iranian friends, and they told, what about Farsi? Well, our children are already drawing. They are making some tries, and they did not have any letter for them. So I asked them to translate in Farsi, and today I posted on Instagram also for Iranian children to participate. So anybody are welcome.
So we remember the name of your Instagram page, which is at Stiglerstad, right?
Of course. And it is, I would like to repeat, it is 2 groups of children. From 5 we extended, because the first time we did it from 6 to 10. It was decided from the judges. and from 11 to 15. But some mama and papas, they wrote me, they told, well, our daughter have 5 years and she already writing. Is it possible? Of course. So we extend the age. It will be 2 groups. And they have to paint in whatever style they want. It can be the pencil, it can be the watercolor, it can be oil, and send me by a registered letter to my stud. Me and my assistant, we should scan it and send it to 3 judges. And they will judge by the criterion, by the points that should be we put it on our Instagram and Facebook page. How it will be the competition? It will be, I think, 10 or 20 points, like in Arabian horse show, maybe with the half points. And the most important things about the trophies and the prizes. So the first site, I wanted to, me and my husband decided to give money to the children, but the money for children, I think it's not a good idea in the end. I contacted Italian sculptor and who distribute and who give the prizes, the trophies for so many Italian show and abroad, beautiful sculptures for the horses. And we choose one. It is a foal, and it will be done. It will be sent it also by post, because I don't know if we can travel within several months to the first 3 competitors, so the first 2 winners, let's say, of each group. So it will be the first, the second, and the third place from 5 years to 10 and 11 to 5. So 6 trophies will be sent to these children. And when I receive all this drawing, of course, we and my helpers here, we put it on my garden, on the trees. We make a video. Hope Arabian Essence will help me with that. We will make a beautiful video. All the paintings that received the Stigler stud by post, registered letter. And also the winners, and prize giving the trophy to all the children in the world. Please participate. Please try to be an artist. Try to be follow your parents, of course, because these children, I think they are coming from the families that they are involved with the Arabian horse. They are involved with the breeding. They love the Arabian horses, or they love the horses in general. They love painting. So it is a time in this lockdown in the houses that the children can have something to do, and we are happy to make this volunteer job for all over the world, for all the children that would like to participate. And thank you to the judges again, Ali Almimar from Canada, Paola Maringanelli from Italy, Nadezhda Mostiaeva from Russia, and Mauro Malacarnes, that he decided to donate these trophies to the children.
Congratulations, Irina. It's a marvelous idea, and we will try to remind also in the next episodes to the people that they can go on your page, read the how to do, what is the prize and everything, and then send some paintings from the kids to you. Now we know that you also.
I can interrupt you. The deadline we have in 2 months, so the children should not be in a hurry. the deadline is 10 of June. They have 2 months to have all the proofs, all their drawings, and to choose the best. Just to make an envelope, to put the address, the name, the age, the phone, maybe of the parents, of course, and I will ensure you that all the works will be judged in a very good way from international team.
Very good. We know that you also prepared some books for reading, for offering suggestion to read in different languages, and also that you are inviting people that are interested in these books to contact you for having maybe the copy of the book sent by post. So while you talk, we will show some of the cover of these books. Maybe try to follow what you say.
Of course, everybody are welcome. I think the best thing it is education. We have many people who are breeding horses. We have many horse lovers. We will have new people. They will still come instead of coronavirus. We will have still very many interested people to come in our beautiful Arabian horses. So education is a base. Especially in this time, I'm investing in that. I'm reading the books, I'm writing some articles, I'm preparing something for the courses, I'm preparing something for Instagram to advise. And now that also the parents, they have some time, not only cleaning and organizing everything in the house, they can read many interesting books, but in different languages. So I would like to advise for the world and for many nations that I have in my bibliothèque, that some of them you can buy on the internet and I will comment, or some of them, if it's not possible to have it, I can go to copistery and to make a copies and to send you by registered letter. Just send me email info@stiglerstadt, and I try, and me and my assistant to do the best to have it and to have a very pleasant reading. So we begin with the first book.
Yeah, with the classic Arabian horse, I think.
Yeah, it's I think it's a small Bible for everybody. The classic Arabian horse, the first book was published in 1985, and then second edition 92. It was written by my teacher and the person that I really respect, Peter Upton, English citizen, that the judge, the painter, the author. In this book, that it's not so big, he put his knowledge and his drawing that are really amazing, especially about the type of Arabian horse, the difference of type between male and female, many paintings about the head, eyes, neck, the body, legs, and the folds. So it is, I think, it's a small encyclopedia for the people that don't like read a lot, but they have to do it because it's small, it's very knowledgeable, with a lot of painting that Peter Upton made by himself. and very pleasant to see. It is not annoying you. Thank you, Peter,
Very good.
for this book.
Then the second we have Winning with an Arabian Horse.
So this book, it's in English language. I think it's the best book I wrote by myself for teaching the people and for the students that are going to be the judges, and also for the breeders. They breeding the nice horses. It's this book is consists of 3 parts. The first of about the halter, English performance, and the halter. But we are going in the halter, of course. The importance of this book, it's how the exhibitors should pose and how judges expect from the trainer and how the horse should be online. So it's very complete book. It's talking also about the conformation, the faults. It's talking about the behavior of the judges. That is very important. The behavior of the trainer and the public. So on Amazon, if you would like to spend like $7-15 as a used book, it's available. Please do
Very
it.
good. Then we have a dictionary.
Well, it's also for, I would like to advise to all the horse owners, because this book is a dictionary of Bianca Simon Sean, and it's all the necessary verbal and writing translation in languages. French, German, and English, of course. You can find there translation for dressage, for jumping, for the halter, for the horse conformation, for the all verbal term that we have to use in our horse language. You can also find it on the internet. Together it will be also a DVD that it's very nice because it's describing beautifully movement of the horse, walk, trot in a professional way, and the people who want to know how the horse move the body, the legs, in which steps, it's really advisable. It's not tiring at all. And it can be in your pocket in case you need to translate something you need.
That's very useful, I think. And then we have Polish Arabian horses.
Of course, so we have to come back to the Polish great story, great breeding they did. And I find by myself, because I have very many Polish book. This is Polish Arabian horse written by Pan Pruski, and I think it's the most complete book, Polish book I ever can inspect, because I can understand a little bit of Polish. It's very interesting because Pan Pruski made a lot of efforts to collect a lot of manuscripts, paintings, and information, and the documents from the archives, different, how the Polish horse developed in Poland, how the Polish lines were used outside Poland in all over the world, and the best mare and the sire lines. So if you want to have the information about the whole breeding in Poland, especially for Polish breeding, I would like to recommend this very accurate manuscript. Thank you.
Then we have one that is, I think, an ancient one, Libro dei Cavalli. What is this?
Yeah, this is a little bit funny. This is for Italian breeders. I don't know how this book came to me. I think I have it for many years, and somebody gifted me as a gift because I have the people who come here. They know that they have a huge bibliothèque and my museum. The name is La pratica di Maestro Bonifacio of Morbi Naturali Accidentali dei Cavalli. So, Maestro Bonifacio, first of all, this book is written in ancient Italian, so it's difficult to read. And this Maestro Bonifacio was writing his book in 15th century about different diseases and how to you can cure them, how you can take care about that. He was very famous farrier, veterinarian, and also he was taking part in the surgery team in the hospital. So many famous farms like Le Corti, Duca Niccolò, Imperator of Germany, Massimiliano I, King of France, King of Portugal, Duke of Savoia and Milano, was always asking Maestro Bonifacio if they would like to buy a new blood. It's not about only Arabian, new blood in general of modern horses, and how to choose the best mare, and how to choose the best stallion. They always asking Maestro Bonifacio. So it's a funny book, especially for Italian readers in ancient Italian. I think it will be really interesting and enjoy it. Of course, you will not find it, but I promise if some Italians need the translation, I will go to Copistary and send by registered letter to you.
Irina, it's too much interesting, and I think we have to change the program because we are running out of time. So we stop here with the books and we come back another time and do maybe the others because they are too many for staying now on all the books. And we have also the social room with some question, and so we have to go on. But we maybe after we talk or next Friday or maybe in 2 weeks we come back and we do the other books. What do you think? It's okay?
Of course. I have some books for Russian breeder, for Arabic breeder. Also, I have a book with a name for the people who are. Now we have a falling season and everybody have beautiful falls and they would like to find the names, and I have a book to advise them how to choose a name.
So we try to maybe make a little connection just on book, maybe also next Friday. I don't know. I will talk later with and we try to do a program. Elena, what comes from the? Thank you. What comes from the social room?
Hello. We have Phyllis from Texas, and she says, Irina, I love your style. Then we have Sophie from France, and she wrote, I am a beginner in the breeding world. I have 2 mares, mother and daughter. They are not special in type, but great movers. Is there a stallion that you can recommend to improve type?
Well, breeding is endless. Breeding is a science, especially as you are a new breeder, newcomer. It's necessary to have the video of the horse, and I have to have the pedigree to analyze how it is. And personally, probably I can advise with which stallions it can click. because so far I don't have any information about the pedigree, about how the horse it is. It's difficult to advise you, but if you are interested, you have my Instagram, your Facebook, or my email. If I can help you in your newcomer, of course I will do it. But I can't answer you exactly, and as usual, I do it very properly. It's studying, and I have studied a little bit more. So we connect, I think, personally by email.
Okay,
Good.
then we have Ivan from Italy, and he wrote, "Why don't you start a program with beautiful Irina giving outfit advice?"
Who is Ivan? That I did not understand the question.
Why don't you start a program with us and you give outfit advice?
Outfit.
Yeah.
But I do it. I will do it with pleasure. But to give you a program, it takes time. It's not. I can't do it online. I can't. I have to examine the horses. I have to see the pedigrees, and I can advise you if you want. But in this 2 seconds, the breeding program, it's not possible to build. It's really a science. It's takes a lot of time, and if you want, I will help you.
Okay, then we have Sheila from Florida, and she asked, "Do you think it's harder for a woman to be taken seriously in this business?"
It looks like we lost the connection. Okay, so let's make a little break with the advertising, and after we see if it's possible to come back with Irina. Otherwise, we have to move to the next guest. Otherwise, also is becoming too late in our program. So, have this little break.
This program is offered by
In the heart of Devonshire, there is a land where the real essence of the Arabian horse is kept. A fortress of class and elegance. A lighthouse shining with beauty, freedom, wild hearts, and exquisiteness. Halsden Arabians, where every horse is loved to the moon and back.
Okay, we are back. We are now connecting with Ursula Wojcicka and Thomas Koteinski. I say it well.
Hello.
Hello
Okay.
from Poland. Hello, everybody. Ciao, Marco.
Ciao.
Ciao. And they are from TK Arabian Center.
Yes, we welcome you from sunny Poland, from TK Arabian Center, close Warsaw.
Close to Warsaw, okay.
I hope everybody...
Ursula is the PR manager and Thomas is the trainer, correct?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Everything good. Also, the pronunciation of our names was very good. Congratulations.
I learned. Yeah, thank you. What is the situation with the virus in Poland, in your area, and did it affect your business somehow?
Here in Poland, the Polish government took quite hard restrictions. So we, of course, stay at the farm. And but so far in Poland, hopefully, we don't have so many virus cases, around, I think, 6,000 until today. So it's not that bad. And in our area, as per our informations, there were no cases of coronavirus at all. So we are safe, and we are actually surrounded by 46,000 of hectares of national park that starts just in front of our gate. So, well, we feel quite safe here, and Poland is not that bad. I think we are one of the last countries on the global list of number of cases. So, yeah, we are doing fine, and our animals, our horses as well. And well, how it affected our business? Of course, it affected a little bit because we were expecting some horses to come for training for the first show of the season in Poland, which is Białka show, and was unfortunately cancelled. But besides of this, we were, of course, expecting clients from Sweden and from China to come over.
Kuwait also.
And from Kuwait, yes, this month. And of course, we had to postpone these visits. But the horses are keeping training. And besides the training, we also have a lot of another different activities at our farm that we will hopefully show you at the video in a while.
Yes.
So
yes. Now let's start the video that you prepare, and maybe you can talk on the images about the center, about the horses. So let's start.
Yes, we would like to present for you a close look around to our farm for those people who didn't visit us yet, and for our clients that keep the horses with us. Maybe they want to know how the horses are doing. So you have a possibility to see a little bit of our farm. And besides of show training, we also have mares and stallion for breeding. We run the reproduction center.
We live close to the very big breeding center, breeding clinic. We also have very, very good doctors, best in Poland. And we cooperation together. And we also have very good clinic not far from our farm. For the racing horse and the sport horse.
And that's why we have quite a lot of brood mares from different countries. We have right now the horses from Israel, from Egypt, from Sweden, from Finland,
Russia,
Lithuania, Switzerland, to not forget anybody.
Egypt, Poland.
And we are also expecting the first horses to come over from Romania this month. So we would like to greet, of course, all our clients that promised to watch you at Arabian Essence today, all the live streams. So here are the horses. They are doing great, exercising, and we also have pigeons.
Yeah,
Tomasz, these are the chickens, of course, but you will see also pigeons. Tomasz is breeding them.
Yeah, it's the name of breed. It's a Polish silvery. It's a very nice pigeon. They are showy. We have special shows for them, and also they need the training and also need preparing for the show. We have in the winter. We have every week shows. Very different kind of show. This kind of pigeon, they need special take care. They need also clipping, also painting the face.
They do the makeup like Arabian horses, and they need to pose like Arabian horses.
Special, it's difficult.
That's amazing.
They also doing stand up. It's very difficult because they make it the stand-up like you see now, this pigeon on the left side.
Without the halter.
Without the halter, without the handler. The judges judge without the owner and without the handler. They are so very, very expensive. The good one, the champions, it's cost about like middle quality of Arabian horse.
So
incredible. Everything.
So we can, yes. So
Sorry,
we welcome you now
understand.
to our. Yes, these are the horses from Al Khaledia stables, the race horses that we are keeping for Al Khaledia, and they are raced with us until they go for the race training. So maybe there is some another Faza Al Khaledia superstar growing at our farm. And this is another stallion. We are keeping all the stallions also outside at the paddocks. Yes, this one is Intisar Saif Eldine from Austria. And these are the three beautiful straight Egyptian mares. We have now the biggest group of straight Egyptian horses in Poland, actually. These mares are Tamar Kaas, the one that just left behind the camera. She was gold medal champion in Russia, and she was also in Verona Arabian Dream show last year. She took a bronze medal. Then on the left side is a beautiful Alayal daughter, Emi Kaas. She was top 5 in Arabian Dream Verona last year. This was her first show so far. And the third one, now on the right side, is Lahib daughter, also out of Al-Maram daughter, bred in Israel, Sarab Bat Sahra, owned by a Lithuanian owner. And she will hopefully start the competition this season. We hope very much to take all these beautiful mares to the Egyptian shows this season. We hope that the situation will allow us to do so. So right now they are enjoying the sunny paddocks and training, of course. And these three mares are from Sweden, from Hertfall Arabians. The dark bay is Katja Kures, the Magic Magnifique daughter, out of Gazala Shakap mare. She was Swedish national bronze champion. And the bay one close to her is AJ Isabella, bred by Ajmanstad. She's actually out of the same mother like the world champion called AJ Azam. And the gray one is HF Josephine by Burj Al Arab. And when we took this video, she was still pregnant, and 2 days later she gave birth to the beautiful fawn that you will see also in our video. So these are three mares from Sweden. And this is the straight Egyptian stallion, Intisar Saif Eldine. He was silver medal in Denmark at straight Egyptian show. And here he is with his new friend, This is the straight Egyptian stallion from Russia, Prince of Galilee, the son of Nader Al-Jamal. And he is breeding the mares in our training center and also some Polish mares. And this is the AJ Mardan son, Mikon OS, bred by Gestut Osterhof. And
owner is from Egypt.
Yes, the owner is Egyptian, and we have first beautiful foals by him. He is actually Mikon is a half sibling to Zaina OS. Zaina OS, the silver champion European filly, is his sister. And this is a beautiful filly that was born 5 days ago in our farm by Mikon OS, out of Josephine, the mare from Herdful Arabians from Sweden. So this filly will hopefully one day represent Sweden at the shows. She is really cute and a beautiful face. Her name is HF Jofiel. And this is a stallion, the new superstar in our training center, BR Pasmal, bred and owned by Brandlige Arabian Stud in Sweden. We greet his breeder and owner, Sarah Holm, and Niklas. And Pasmal is already the champion holder, the national gold champion of Sweden and silver champion of Sweden and bronze champion of Sweden. And we have a lot of plans with him. So we hope that we can still realize that plans. He is very showy, and we hope to bring him at several shows in different countries. And what we can say else? I think it's a good time for us and for everybody to enjoy that time with the horses at the farm. And
with family also.
With family. We have a new family member. Little Emilia was born in January for us. She couldn't join us because she's sleeping now. But hopefully we will bring her to the shows as well this year. And I hope we will all meet in good health still at the shows across Europe. And
for sure,
we hope.
For sure, we hope to come visiting your center when we come. We will come to Poland, supposing to come in August, and so. Thank you.
Everybody are very welcome, and we would like to wish everybody a good, healthy, and happy Easter time that is coming. And
it's true.
We send our best regards to
all us clients.
For our clients, and especially to Italy and the United States, where the situation, I think, is now still not so good. But we have also good news. We were talking yesterday with our clients from China, and they are all okay. They are doing fine, and they said that the situation is getting much better in China, and they are already planning to buy some horses around Europe. So we have a good positive information also. And
but they want to buy online, not come yet. It's too soon. It's too soon yet.
But maybe also online is okay. You can make business online too.
We can enjoy the online shows. So hopefully we can also enjoy the online horse auctions very soon this year.
In fact.
Yeah, the lines make us doing big changes, but we can develop the marketing and the world is coming closer somehow.
Everything is changing. Then maybe it's a step forward, not backward. I hope so. Maybe we change something for something better than it was.
So
of course.
I think it's a good time for everybody to stop for a while and think about the future, about our families, about our horses and other animals. And it's a good time to see that no matter if you are a trainer or you are a breeder or you are rich or poor or you have more money or less, we are all in the same situation. We are all equal, and we have to respect the nature, and we have to take our time to rest and think about our future, our life, and what we can better.
Right. You are totally right. Ulla, we see now that if in the social room we have some question for you.
Okay, if anybody have a question, they can contact us, visit us, or of course send to Arabian Essence.
We have Mercy from Kansas, and she asks, in your opinion, who is your best mare under breeding perspective?
As we have the mares, we almost presented you all the mares that we have in the barn right now, and we love all of them. For us, very interesting is the straight Egyptian breeding program, because this is the very beginning of the story in Poland. In Poland we have actually no tradition of breeding straight Egyptians, so these 3 mares that you have seen in our paddocks, they are now being bred, and hopefully next year they will foal a beautiful straight Egyptian foals. So
three of them very, very good horses. The very good broodmare, also shows mare.
So, and they have very good pedigrees, world top pedigrees, mostly from Arabians. So we are very much looking forward for the foals out of these mares, and as well as from all the other mares that we have in the barns, of course.
So, okay, Ursula and Thomas, thank you very much for participating and for sharing. You did a beautiful video too with all your mares, and so it was very nice to see them and to see your center, your very big, nice place for the horses. So
welcome everybody. Welcome everybody, and I hope to see you all in Poland this year still. Don't forget about Pride of Poland, the Polish shows, and also we hope that Arabian Essence will visit us with the truck and will have a possibility to make live streams as always.
Of course, we want also to come. So we maybe talk later in another week, because it's still long time before August, so maybe we can connect again and talk about other topics. Thanks for now, and
thank you very much.
And we enjoyed a lot your company and your story. We have now 2 minutes break, and then we are back with the next guest. Stay with us.
This program is offered by
We gotta be 100,000. I'm gonna get down 100,000. So.
We are back and we move now to Argentina and we see if we are already connected with Mr. Gaston Labadie, a well-known breeder. Oh, I see you. Okay. Hello? We don't hear you. Wait a second. Try again.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, now it's working. So, we just introduce you, but you can say a bit more about your farm, your stud center, and also maybe tell us a bit about the situation in Argentina with the virus that we are interested to know and to see how it is going there.
Sure. Here in Argentina, it's not as tough as it's in Europe or United States now. We have around 2,000 cases, not too many, just sick people. But we are doing the quarantine already for 1 month. We are allowed to move, all of us, which we live in the city, but we need to go to the farms. So we have a special permission, but people are having a different time now, more connection with the family, and this is good with animals also.
And how long you breed? You live with the breeding of Arabian horses?
We started with my brother 10 years ago. This will be the 11th year in a farm that we have since 1900. My great-grandfather bought this farm and he built it. We started with Arabian horses 10 years ago, but we had other horses before, thoroughbreds, Peruanos, and some different breeds. This is not located in Buenos Aires. Our farm is located in just the center of Argentina. Gigi came a few times, and it's a very pretty place, different, but very pretty. If you want to come, and you are welcome.
I would love to visit Argentina. I was never there, and I have always attractions. I feel attraction from your country. So you prepared a video with some horses to present. So maybe now we start the video and you can comment for each horse, say something about him. So let's start with the first video.
Of course. Okay, this is a filly. It's a 6-month-old filly. All these horses that we're going to show today are 5 foals by the same stallion, which is we purchased him when he was 5 months. His name is HCE Terjoy. The breeder is the owner of AB Magnum. And as we had a lot of 95% of our mares are coming from CT, Citizen bloodlines, bred by Citizen or by someone else who we purchased the mares, but with Citizen blood. So we wanted something different. This filly is out of a Lugin daughter, which is the last Lugin daughter born in Argentina. Now we sold this mare to Bolivia, which they are starting to breed Arabian horses for shows. So this is good. We will keep her. Of course, we will keep her.
Okay, let's see the second one.
This is another filly Her name is Margarita Joy. She's a full sister of another filly we sold to UAE last year, which was a yearling champion filly here in the Breeders' Show. She's now in a very fat, but very showy filly. Very short face, pretty, and I think she will be liver chestnut, which we love this color. Same stallion. The mother is a famous granddaughter out of Inven El-Madin daughter.
Okay, let's see another one. Nairobi,
yes, like the series Casa de Papel,
Sure.
the series. Okay, we named her after her. She is her mother, the same stallion again, but her mother is Siti Marwatain daughter out of Shaklan daughter, which traces back to Siti Sharubi, Mama, okay, Ruby. So this is a very important line for us. A very showy yearling filly. We didn't show her last year because we showed the other one that won. So we kept her this at home. And we have a full sister, a 2-year-old full sister at the farm. This is prettier, a bit prettier. And we like all this attitude that our stallion gives us to these horses.
Yeah, sure. They looks very nice. We see the next.
The next one, it's a colt. It's a yearling colt. He's 1 year and 3 months. He has been yearling gold champion as well. And he's is by the same stallion, HC Terjoy. And again, this attitude, you can see the attitude. He's very tall, more than his father, but his father is tall. And the mother is the Psyche, a Padron Psyche daughter, the only one we have, the Psyche daughter, out of Lujin daughter, out of Shaklan daughter. So again, we have a CGTian in our pedigree a lot. We'll probably try a few mares next year when he turns 2 with him. Probably the same mares that gave well with his father. We don't like the inbreeding, so we're not going to cross their daughters to him, never.
And there's another one, no? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
La
there's one
Nvidia.
more. This is her name is Queen of Joy. She is a filly out of 3/4 sister to multi-champion J.R. Burmani by Burman. Burmani was bred in Argentina. We purchased this mare, the mother of this one, J.R. Coral, to the same breeder. And this is the first baby we have from her. And really, we're happy. We're very happy. Very showy filly, a bit different, a bit longer in the body also, but longer in the neck. Very pretty, very showy.
Okay, the last one.
That was the last one.
No, that was the last one. Okay, so we thank you very much for this. We see if we have some questions for the public. Okay, we have. So let's hear what they ask.
Hello. We know you worked for some time at Al Shakab. How was your experience there, and how this experience impacted your breeding program?
It was a really good experience. I love to work there. I learned a lot when I began with the riding horses. I went there. It was like doing a master, an MBA in Arab horses. My partner was Broderick Levens, which he knows a lot about horses, and I talk a lot with him every day. I had the opportunity to see many high quality horses at the shows and at the farm. So this was really, really good. This is how I learned, and also talking with people, with breeders. I had the opportunity to meet many breeders from Brazil, from Europe, from everywhere. And I asked them a lot of questions, so I learned a lot there. It was really good experience. I recommend if you have the possibility.
Then Rita from New York. ask if you are going to keep all the fillies that we see, or if some are for sale.
As we're a small breeding program, we bred 6 to 10 foals. We have to sell sometimes to continue, to invest. Actually, all the money we get from this, we invest it again in the farm. We buy breedings, or we buy mares, or we make embryos. At some point, we are going to sell some horses. If they want to contact us, you're welcome.
Then we have Joseph from Spain, and he said, your horses had all Zeti blood on their vein. What do you think Count Federico created for the breeders with this bloodline?
Count Federico Sicitisen, for us in Argentina, and for the world also, but in Argentina, he had changed our breeding program. Federico Sicitisen and Aras Mayet from Magnum Psyche. They both did it. Sicitisen, first of all, he invested in many stallions, recognized stallions: Anas El Farid, Imperial Madin, El Shaklan, many, AB Magnum. He bought AB Magnum first. All these horses, Lugin. So we were lucky that he produced 100 foals a year, so he didn't keep all. So small breeders, we were able to buy mares or fillies with these bloodlines and good fillies. Also, Mark Wharton, which he advised Sicitisen for many years, and he purchased El Shaklan for him in this auction of Brazil. He told me once, when you go and buy mares, try to find them from long breeding programs, because you're going to save all the selection. When I did this from Sicitisen and I bought all these mares, they came from already selected grand mares. So let's say a mare, he produced 5 fillies, he kept 2. Those 2, they produced 5 each, he kept 2 of each. And so when I bought them, they were already selected from the best of the best. So I save a lot of time there. And Sicitisen for me is I admire him.
And then we have Christian, who asks what it means PP before the name of your horses.
Actually, it's in Spanish. It's a PP. It's a double P, but we name the P P. My father, who died just before we started breeding Arabian horses, was called Pepe. So my brother and I, we decided to put all our horses Pepe before the name, as a recognition to him, because he introduced us to horses.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Gaston, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here in our program, and hope maybe in the future we can meet somewhere in Europe, in Argentina, in Brazil, maybe. So
yes, thank you to you, Marco, and to Gigi, to Elvis. I hope we meet here in Argentina. We're going to have a good barbecue, and you can tell Elvis to come as well with his kids and wife, and yeah.
Yeah, I will try to come. Hopefully this summer, I would love to. Yeah. So thank you very much, and talk soon. And we have 2 minutes break, and then we are back with the last guest of the day.
This program is offered by
Hello again. Our last guest is from the US, someone we love working with, a great journalist, a special person, and we treasure dearly every experience done with her. Not only a work relationship, but a true friendship that we cherish with our hearts. Beth Unziker.
Hi, Marco. How are you?
Good. So, I see you. How is the name of your boy?
This is Alfred, my little boy, Alfred. My best little buddy.
How is the situation in your area?
Here in, I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is in the north central part of the country. And here is not so bad as the rest of the country. We're under strict stay-at-home restrictions, but it's okay. We're doing okay, and not like New York and some of these other areas of the country that are, really having a serious problem. We do have a number of cases here in Minnesota, but not as bad as many places. So in that regard, we're lucky. But our hearts and our prayers and thoughts go out to all the people who have suffered losses of loved ones, not just here in the United States, but in Italy and other parts of the world. We feel so badly for those people, for their loss, but we're doing here the best we can. We're obeying and complying with the restrictions so that we can keep the virus under control as much as possible, and just to make the very best of a very difficult situation. Yeah.
And so, tell us, how are you coping with the social distancing, and how are you staying connected to our community?
Well, first of all, I'm coping with the help of this little guy, Alfred. He's a whippet. He's such a good. Alfie, come here. Here, look here. What's this? Here. So you can see him. He's such a good boy. Everything in my life revolves around, in my business life, revolves around the horses, even my dog. He has a connection to the Arabian horses as well. I got him through a friend. I'm going to let him get down. Here, Alfie. There you go. Lay down. I got him through a friend who's a breeder. Her name is Lori Lawrence. And Lori has Starline Arabians and Starline Whippets in the United States, and so Alfie is a part of her breeding program, her Whippet breeding program. And I have a Whippet, my sister has a Whippet, my daughter has Whippets, a lot of my friends have Whippets. They're wonderful, wonderful dogs. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. I have a chance to get out and enjoy some time outdoors, because being inside, you can go a little stir crazy. So it's good to get outside and get some exercise. So that's important. But in addition to that, what I like to do to keep things interesting, besides work, right now I'm currently working on some projects for Arabian Essence. I'm writing some stories for them. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm also working on another really fun project, but I can't really go into that too much right now. But it's one of the most important projects of my career. So I'm excited about that. But as far as coping, I think it's important for us to surround ourselves with things that make us happy and that bring us joy. And for me, that has always been art. I love art and all forms of art. And it makes me think of the saying that art is the highest expression of the human spirit. And I totally believe that. And art brings me so much joy. And some of the different things that I enjoy, first and foremost, is different forms of artwork. I collect a lot of art. I surround myself with art, primarily Arabian horses. And I want to share some of my favorite art and some of my favorite artists with the viewers. And I'll just show you a little bit of what I enjoy. So some of my favorite artists include Judith Wagner is a very good friend. And this is a sample of art that Judith's work.
Beautiful.
This is a piece called The Pharaoh's Mares. And I can't see if it's correct. There you go. But this is a giclée by Judith. Judith has been in the art world for many years. She's an amazing artist, and you can see more of her art on her Facebook page. She has an incredible collection of art, and people around the world collect her work, so it's really incredible. Another artist that I really love and appreciate, and I have a little treasure by him, is Ali Al-Mirmar. This piece was a gift to me, so it's an original by Ali Al-Mirmar. It was a gift to me by Sheikh Abdulaziz Al Thani when he owned Al Rayyan farm, when I was visiting him in Al Rayyan in Doha. And it's one of my treasures I love so much. Another art, and Ali is on Facebook also, and you can look at some of his art and some of his art that's available. You can contact him on Facebook as well. And another artist that I really love, that I think a number of people are familiar with, is Mary Haggard. Mary Haggard is from the United States, and some of her work is really beautiful. Whoops, I don't know if that's right, but can you see that?
Yeah, sure, we see it.
Yeah, it's lovely, beautiful work. And so I have a lot of prints by her. Whoops. But her work is really incredible.
Yeah, I see. It's really nice, absolutely.
Yeah, I love her work. Mary's work is beautiful. Another work, and Mary is still with us, and she's an active artist. I'm not sure if Mary has a Facebook page or not, but she's a very, very talented artist. Another artist that I really love is Sherry Akers. Now, Sherry has passed away, but a number of her works are still available. Whoopsie, I don't know if I can get that correctly, but her work is really lovely. Sherry worked a lot in watercolor, and acrylics, which were really beautiful. And of course, I love some of the older artwork, Carl Vernet, Victor Adams. Their work is really, really beautiful. This is more of a historical piece, so I love that. And then also, I like to collect some contemporary art as well. And this is by a very dear friend of mine by the name of Nasser Ovisi. That one's a little difficult to see, but I have so much work by Nasser, and his work is primarily, this is an original piece, and this is all embossed in 24 karat gold. So it's a very unusual piece. I'm looking forward to getting that piece framed at some point.
It's nice, yeah. You see the quality of the artist.
Yeah, and of course I like to collect different books about art, to learn about different art and artists. Delacroix was a beautiful artist. This is a great book called Orientalists, and it's all about the artists of that era, and many of which Delacroix was a very prolific Arabian horse painter, and beautiful, beautiful work. So if you have an interest in that, this is a great book to learn more about art and artists of that era. So that's fun. Another artist I don't have any of her work right now is Karina Peacemaker. She did the cover for the Scottsdale Arabian show catalog, and a lot of her work is collected around the world as well. She's an amazing artist. So that's one thing that really brings me a lot of joy is art. So also then, and then I have to share this little treasure. I don't know if you guys can see this piece. I hope you can.
Yeah. Now better. Yeah. That's perfect. Yes.
See. This is a piece, just a disc, a small bronze by the sculptor Edwin Bogucki. And Edwin is both a painter and a sculptor, and he lives in Racine, Wisconsin. But his work is collected all around the world. Actually, Edwin designed and created a lot of the trophies for the Egyptian event, for the Pyramid Society's Egyptian event. His work is really exquisite. And another artist and a good friend of mine is Carol Fensholt-Nürnberg from Silverbox Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, Cave Creek, I think, area. And Carol's done a lot of trophies and bronzes for the Arabian Breeders' World Cup, for Beit al-Arab, as well as private collections. Actually, we're missing that this time of year. This week we would have been at the Arabian Breeders' World Cup in Las Vegas, but of course that had to be canceled or postponed because of the virus. So we're missing that, and we're missing all of our friends there, and wish everyone there well. And we look forward to seeing that show next year. But Carol always did she did a lot of the bronzes and some big, large pieces, monument-sized pieces that graced the center ring of the arena and added so much to that. And you can see Carol's work on Facebook as well under Carol Fensholt-Nürnberger, and also under Silverbox Studios. That's available as well. So, and another way that I enjoy spending time when I'm not working is reading. And my introduction to the Arabian horse world actually came as a very small child with the book that is still my perennial favorite. For me, it was the book that introduced me to the Arabian world was King of the Wind by Marguerite Henry. And it's a story of an Arabian stallion. And funny enough is that the reason I was drawn to that particular book was because of the illustrations and the art that was used to illustrate the book was so appealing to me. It just transported me, even as a small child, to the world of Arabian horses and Morocco. And I really believe that it instilled in me my love of the Arabian horse, my curiosity for travel, and my desire to see different parts of the world. And in many ways, that book shaped my life. And it's always been such a touchstone for me, and just a very important a book in my life. As books throughout my life have been a very important component. And some of the books that I really enjoy, I grabbed a few from my extensive library. I have books everywhere. I am surrounded by books. So some of the books that I enjoy right now is this little book by Lady Anne Wentworth, and it's illustrated by her as well. And it's just a fun little book about Arabian horses. And there's so many different books that you can enjoy. Another book that I enjoyed very much, and I highly recommend, is this book, Black Tents of Arabia by Karl Raswan. And if you like adventure, this is a fabulous book. It's all about his travels to the deserts of Arabia in search of Arabian horses, and his relationship that he built with the Bedouin people. And it's fascinating, very exciting, and very romantic. Also, for people who want to do a little bit of research and study, I love this book. As you can see, it's very well worn. This is The History of the Crabbit Arabian Stud by Rosemary Archer. And this is a fabulous book. It talks all about the importation of the horses from the very beginning with their Lady Anne Blunt's travel and Wilfred Scowen Blunt's travels to the deserts of Arabia, and also the establishment of their farm, Sheikh Obeid in Egypt, and then bringing those horses to their stud in England and the development of their breeding program. Of course, many of which were brought to the United States and influenced many breeding programs here, as well as a lot of those were exported to Poland and to Russia and established, breeding programs and became foundation horses there in those breeding programs. So, and of course, Crabbit horses are very, very prolific throughout all of Australia. And actually, Tim and Marty Shea at Shea Stables just imported a pure Crabbit Arabian stallion from Australian for their breeding program in Michigan, which they stood the stallion, a Fire Bay V, which he is the leading sire of performance champions. I think maybe even in the history for 18 years, consecutive years, he was like the leading sire. He's just an amazing stallion. And now they also have IXL Noble Express and the Stallion Inception. They are extreme producers of high quality performance horses in the United States. So this is a great book. I love that book. For another book from a historical standpoint, and I think it's almost out of print right now. This is a book that was produced by the Arabian Horse Times that I was fortunate enough to work on, and it's The Arabian Horse, Poland's National Treasure by Zenon Lipovitz. Zenon wrote the book. It was translated by our dear friend George Z. And then I also did some editing, and then I did the design and the layout for the book. But this book has a lot of historic photos, the history of the Arabian horse in Poland from the early days. And it's an easy read, and it's very, I found it very interesting. I enjoyed that book. Another book that I really...
But I'm sorry, no, it's not you. It's because we ran a bit out of time because of some long conversation before. So maybe I think it's better if we keep the other books and then we do the connection maybe next Friday again, and we make another little presentation of the books. And maybe we want to see, you wanted to talk about the Arabian Essence website, the new website.
Right. I think, people have so much time on their hands right now, Marco, and a great way that if you want to spend some time enjoying yourself or doing some research, I have just spent hours and hours on the new Arabian Essence website, and I would highly recommend visiting that website to everybody and anybody, either for research and information or simply for entertainment. Of course, with the Web TV live broadcast, you can see all of the shows and results. These shows are archived. So let's say you missed the show in Paris last year, and you can go back and watch all of the classes, full-length classes. You can see all of the winners and also all of the results. And one of the things that I love best about the results is that if you click on the horse's name, it takes you to a page for that horse, It shows the sire and dam of that horse, the owner of the horse, the breeder of the horse, a complete 5-generation pedigree of that horse. And if you look at the pedigree, some of the horses will have a little camera by their name, and if you click on that, what that means is that there's photos available of that horse. So there's photos available of that horse and many of its progeny. And so for breeders especially, I think this is such an amazing tool, because as you're researching what horses, not just what horses have been successful in the show ring, of course that's great to know, but also looking at all of the types of horses, the horses that appeal to you, and then you can look at those and say, oh, I see this horse, I like the offspring of this particular stallion or of that particular mare, and then also to have a visual reference for that, I think is just a priceless tool for breeders. So I really highly recommend going back and watching some of the classes. It's a great way to see many, many horses, and it's a way to educate your eye about the Arabian horse. Also, there's a data source on the website under Arabian horses, and you can simply type in a horse's name and it'll bring up all that information as well, the breeder, the owner, pedigrees, photos. It's just an endless source of information for breeders and people who want to know more about Arabian horses. And then another area that I really loved was under directories. I'm going to just go to that now. And under directories, there's a list of farms. You can click on on the farm link, and it'll take you to all different kinds of farms. There's a list of the farms. You can click on those and then go to their websites and learn all about those farms and their breeding programs and their horses. And there's also a link for training centers, as well as a directory for photographers and videographers. So if you need those services, you can go there and look at their the different styles of their work, so you can see if that's something that would appeal to you. Also, there's a section, which I love, for artists whose art is available for purchase. I think art enhances our lives in so many ways, so that's a great resource as well. And then also, if you go under libraries, this is an amazing section that I highly recommend too. It's called, under that, there's a link for Arabian Essence catalogs. And if you click on that, it takes you to an archive of magazines and digital magazines. And within those, you can click on different links. There's amazing historical articles there. There was one in particular that I really loved, the history of the Hadban and Zahi strain, the history of the stallion Nazir. That was available in the Straight Egyptian catalog. There's a purebred catalog. There's just such an amazing amount of information that's available to Arabian Essence. And then last but not least, another link is for the Arabian Essence Academy. And this is an amazing resource for breeders and owners who want to learn how to train and manage your horses in a way that's very understandable, and it shows different techniques. Now, the episodes that are on there right now under the master class, right now there's a series offered by Johanna Ullstrom. Personally, I love Johanna's approach to training and handling horses. It's very humane, and it's really all about building relationships with your horse, a connection and relationships with your horse. And it's just, and also, best of all, it's free. So I just think that that is just an amazing resource for people. And I just think it's fantastic. I highly recommend it.
Thank you very much, Beth, for your presentation. It looks to be really, you are really enthusiast of this new website. I'm happy of that.
Absolutely.
Of course, anybody can write and thank you. and send messages to Beth for questions. So maybe we can connect next time and she can answer. Maybe we have something already from the social room, I don't know.
Hello, Beth. Have you ever considered becoming a breeder? This is from Gudrun from Vienna.
There's nothing I would love more than to be able to do that. Right now, I am horseless, but I don't currently own horses, but that fact is also important to me in that I work a lot with different shows, coordinating the judges. And I think because I don't currently own horses right now, I have a very objective point of view, and I don't have any personal agenda attached to my work with the judges. So right now, I'm enjoying that aspect of participation in the Arabian horse community, and also through my writing that I really enjoy. But at some point in time, yes, I think it would be amazing. For me, breeding is the most important aspect of the industry, of our community. By breeding, you become a link in the history of the breed. And I cannot imagine a more important contribution than as a breeder.
Then we have Elvis, who wrote, "Beth, you are always so kind and beautiful lady, very stylish and gorgeous. I love your full art. I hope to have you soon again working at some live stream together."
Oh, thank you, Elvis. I love that. We were able to work together in Paris, which was so much fun, bringing everybody the live stream from that show, interviewing exhibitors and breeders from around the world, and hopefully we can do that again.
Then we have the last one, Matt from Bristol, and he asked, "Can you suggest some journalism tips?"
Oh, journalism, boy. I consider myself so fortunate in the work that I do as a writer. I actually started out as a graphic designer, and I do quite a bit of graphic design still. But as a writer, I always try to listen and learn the story of each individual person that I talk to and interview. And I've been able to interview some amazing people. The Arabian horse has enriched my life so much in so many ways, and that's a whole nother story. But I think in journalism, it's important to know your facts and to check your facts, but also to portray the story with a genuine heart and soul. I think that's the best.
I think you're right. And you put always this feeling when you do something, when you talk, when you make an interview. We love it.
Thank you very much.
But I'm sorry, but we have to say hello to the people and to come back next time because it's too late. So.
Well, thank you so much for including me.
No, for sure. We will try now to prepare for the next time something again with you, so we can, because it was a very long list of things, and we were able to do just a little bit. So I think it's interesting to maybe go back on these topics.
Okay, so, great. Well, if I can end, I just want to say very happy and blessed Easter and Passover to everyone. Stay healthy, stay well, and be kind.
Yeah, thank you, and I do the same. Good, best wishes, and to have a happy time at home for Easter and for the day after, and then for the week after, because it will be home all the time, so nothing will change after these days. But Okay, we can enjoy
Right.
and stay safe and connect again with other nice people around the world. So bye-bye to everybody and see you next week.
Bye-bye, Arabian Essence.
This program is offered by